What is up, guys? Eric here from EVM Productions here with another video. This one's going to be a little bit shorter, and it's just me going to talk about the last 2 or 3 events of the UFC. Now, a lot of people are going to be like, "Why didn't you do any picks, etc., for those videos and those events?" And I'm like, these were not that great. Like this weekend, let me just make sure of my facts here. I believe it's UFC Fight Night, Usyk versus Moreno, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. So this weekend that's coming, Moreno is going to fight versus Usyk, which is going to be a fun fight. However, I'm not like, let me go do this so I can at least see what the guys' names are. So the co-main event is the absolute banger: Manuel Torres versus Drew Dober. Now, Drew Dober is a fun fighter to see. However, his fights are like this. Like, holy cow. Like, you want to root for him to win, and sometimes he looks like a weapon, and sometimes he just doesn't. And then in other times, sorry guys, nose is running for some odd reason. But anyway, then other fights he looks very boring as well. Like, I'm being dead honest. I think I have been watching him since 2017, like thoroughly. But it was like this. Watching all of the fights, and then past 2023. Yeah, 2023. It was like, here's the decline of me actually paying attention, because it was like, wins one, loses one. It's literally where the jokes come from him only beating black fighters, which is really funny in a way, like the irony. And him struggling versus any white guys, which he's fighting this weekend essentially. Well, no, a Mexican, sorry. I don't know. I don't want to call Mexicans brown people. I don't know why people do that. I feel weird about it. Like, isn't there a middle ground, something like that we can say? Because I feel disrespectful by saying stuff like that. Same thing with the black guy thing when you say talking about Drew Dober's wins. But the meme exists, and it's hard to argue against. And then the next fight is Kelvin Gastelum versus Joe Pyfer. Poor Gastelum. Like, he's a plus 400 here, and for good reason. This time he's back at middleweight, not at welterweight. When, yeah, he really should have said, post Adesanya fight, I'm going to rest, and then I'll get down to welterweight. At that time, he would have still had a chance to have a resurgence and keep it going post loss there. I think he would have done much better back then. Joe Pyfer, holy cow, he's going to hit a hole in Calvin's head. Especially because the last while, Calvin's been looking chinny. Next up, prospect time, Raul Rosas Jr. versus Vince Morales. See, this is a foregone conclusion card so far. Raul is going to win. Calvin is going to lose to Joe Pyfer. Drew Dober, he's the favorite here. I think actually Manuel Torres might take it, but I don't know how bad Manuel Torres is that he's... Oh no, wait. Why is it saying minus 115 for Manuel and minus 105 for Drew? I do not understand these odds things then. Maybe that's just me being stupid. But anyway, the Moreno versus Usyk fight is the only fight where it's going to be a very fun back and forth, unless Usyk chokes again and gets dropped, which it was a mix of things when he fought Kai. Yeah. Anyway, so outside of the main event, which is like a fun pick'em situation, all of these fights, going down the list, a lot of them are not that interesting. The rest, like Jose Daniel Medina versus Atiba Gautier. We are so excited for that fight. Oh, no, just being honest, no. However, and then Lupi Godinez versus Julia Polastri. Polastri, I don't know how to say that, but yeah, I'm going to butcher these names. Anyway, what I want to get at is, this event and the previous one, the previous fight night, the one where Edwards got whooped by Sean Brady, was not really worthy of predictions. I did quickly give some predictions here, but wasn't really worthy of it. It was more like one of those nights where you just go watch it and you enjoy. And that's what I'm going to do this weekend again, if things fall in line. Last weekend, it just happened to be at the perfect time when the fights were happening, and me and my date ended up watching it. And yes, I was rather doing the date thing than making predictions and stuff and making a reaction video. Because, to be honest, a date is a bit more rewarding, so to speak. So this weekend I don't have a date, but, well, not yet. We'll see what happens there. However, I'm going to watch the fights if time aligns and all that kind of stuff. I'm making these videos because I haven't made videos in a while. So yeah, guys, that's why I don't predict lots of these tiny events, because there's many fighters that I'm not really that interested in. Like, yeah, and then, well, not like that. Let me say it like this. I'm not going to waste my time watching back footage of 20 fights in a row when I can just watch these guys and enjoy, like, from a, let me say it like this, a I want to win standpoint. Like, I just want to watch this. I just want to consume this as something fun, instead of like, oh no, let's see who's going to win. This is why this guy's going to win. This is why that guy might have a chance. Oh no, and stressing your ass off because you want good predictions. I'm not going to stress myself out more than needed, because right now I'm stressed as hell from work. So this is my release. I'm just going to watch it like somebody that's new to the sport, almost. Jeez, I've been watching 16 years. I don't know. Anyway, I'll count afterwards. But the point is, I'm not going to do... If the fight night isn't full of crazy fights and stuff like that, then I'm not going to do predictions. Just being honest. I'm just going to go watch it on my own time. Not going to report on it much. This is the video where I'm just going to say that. So yeah, guys, if you have any predictions, put them in the comments. Cheers.